That's Oprah.
That's Oprah.
Yeah.
Okay. Named after the Oprah, and your cat's name is?
And Gail.
And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually. But I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties. Yeah.
7 months ago, we made sure, I already knew, that Diddy and Oprah is about to get arrested.
How about hashtag we all knew?
Say what now? Not 50 Cent risking it all to stand up for Taraji P. Henson. Word is, Oprah Winfrey tried sliding her way into Taraji's circle, but it didn't go how she planned. Insiders claim Taraji ran straight to 50 for backup after turning down Oprah's alleged offer to join her private Oculus circle, which people online been whispering is way deeper than it sounds. Apparently, that's the real reason Oprah came for Taraji during the Color Purple rollout. Instead of celebrating her, Oprah had Taraji out here looking stressed, emotional, and underpaid, like she was fighting for every dollar she earned.
Where's my raise? I haven't seen a raise in my income since Proud Mary. And almost had to walk away from Color Purple. Yes, ma'am. Who said what? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because you know what? If I don't take a stand, how am I making it easy for Fantasia and Danielle and Hallie and Felicia? Then why am I doing this? If it's all just for me, why are you here? We are to service each other. God is very clever. He put us on this earth and he made us all look different. He made it complicated. We need to figure it out. And we can, and we are. You have to look at the glass as half full. It's always half full.
Fans couldn't ignore how Taraji kept tearing up in interviews, and now it's all starting to make sense. But here's where it gets even wilder. 50 Cent and Oprah, they were once cool too, until he saw behind that saint image she's been selling. Word is, Oprah allegedly tried to get 50 blackballed just like she did to Taraji. And let's not forget, 50 was one of the few in Hollywood who publicly defended Monique when she called out Oprah and Tyler Perry for blacklisting her. Now he's doing the same thing for Taraji. Loud, fearless, and not backing down for anyone.
And I heard on the street, Taraji, you had the audacity to just say you're thinking about stopping acting. We said, stop talking. Are you thinking about it?
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired. I hear people go, you work a lot. Well, have to. The math ain't mathin'. Hearing that my entire career, 20 plus years in the game, and I hear the same thing, and I see what you do for another production, and when it's time for us to go to bed, you don't have any money. They play in your face. And I'm just supposed to smile and grin and bear it and just keep, enough is enough.
The tension between Taraji P. Henson and Oprah Winfrey didn't just appear out of thin air. It exploded back in 2023 during the press tour for The Color Purple. Everyone expected Taraji to hit that stage and talk about the film like a proud cast member, but she came in with receipts and different plans. She straight up put Oprah on blast for allegedly underpaying her, and not by a little either. Taraji revealed she hasn't seen a real pay raise since Proud Mary, which dropped way back in 2017. Can you believe that? She said she was tired of being lowballed, and things got so bad she almost turned down her role in The Color Purple altogether. According to Taraji, she tried to negotiate, but Oprah allegedly refused to budge on her paycheck.
It's my grandmother's home. I came out like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, May 24th. She was bent over, actually planting flowers in the garden, and I walked over here to sit in the actual vehicle that my friend was waiting for me in, and the car pulled up. On the side of us, a guy got out the passenger seat of that car, came around behind it, and through the actual car.
What does it feel like to be shit? Is it a physical feeling?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt as much as people imagine it hurts because of your adrenaline and how the shock of what's actually going on, it hurts after.
Did you feel the first one or the ninth one?
I don't even know. I didn't know my legs were broke.
Really?
When I tried to get out the car at the hospital, both of my legs were broke. Like I broken 3 places on this side and then
Where were you?
And my hands, my legs several times, like 5 times in my hands and then in my legs and then in my face. Yeah, so when going through that experience, when you get hurt that bad, either your fear consumes you or you become a bit insensitive. So just after...
Which one was it for you?
There was a point that I was afraid.
Afraid?
Yeah, following that, actually being it was like I was afraid because everybody involved in a situation was still physically available to
do again.
The part too.
Yes.
Yeah, to just do it again. And then it was like, I got tired of, in the recovery process, I got tired of being afraid. And then the only way that I could, like, to cover those emotions were to be a little more aggressive.
And insensitive.
Yeah, and to be angry about the situation opposed to dealing with how I was actually feeling at that point. And
how were you actually feeling?
The physical part hurt, and it was confusion because
you hurt afterwards. You don't hurt for the immediate.
Yeah, after you know you're gonna be fine, it really starts hurting. You know what I mean? Like the doctor tell you you're good, then it's just really bones aching. You feel like you got a headache in your hip, your body, and then it's like, I know I'm gonna be fine, but it hurts so bad.
Did you ever find out who did it?
Yeah, I knew who did it shortly after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are now where?
Oh, the guy who actually is dead. And the guy who paid him got life in jail.
Got life in jail.
Taraji later sat down for another interview, this time with Gail King, Oprah's longtime best friend, and according to some messy online rumors, her alleged secret lover. And that interview, it was hard to watch. Taraji got real about how badly her experience with Oprah had messed with her mind, even admitting she'd thought about walking away from acting completely after everything that went down.
Favorite meal for him?
When he was growing up, his favorite food was pork and beans and Franks.
Really? You still like them?
Yeah, it was the fastest.
But here's the twist. While Taraji was breaking down and spilling her truth, Gail wasn't showing much compassion. Viewers could feel the tension through the screen. Instead of comforting Taraji, Gail kept pushing back and trying to spin the story like she was protecting Oprah's image at all costs. People online called it straight-up gaslighting, saying Gail was clearly trying to save her bestie instead of letting Taraji speak her truth.
Oh, that's Oprah.
That's Oprah. Okay. Named after the Oprah, and your cat's name is?
And Gail.
While Taraji was out here airing everything out, 50 Cent wasn't about to stay silent. He jumped in loud and clear. He posted a screenshot of an article on his Instagram that announced he was ready to work with Taraji, and his caption said it all. They dropped the ball. Fun, Taraji, I'm ready to work. Let's get it. Fans instantly knew that was major shade thrown right at Oprah. The message was clear. 50 was basically saying, forget Oprah. Come work with me. I'll pay you what you're worth and give you the respect she didn't. That's the kind of loyalty people rarely see in this industry. And let's be real, this was so on brand for 50. He's built his whole reputation on calling people out publicly and never backing down. Remember, this isn't even the first time he's clashed with Oprah. This definitely wasn't the first time 50 Cent called Oprah out. Their tension goes way back.
About, I was there for Crash, for the movie.
Yeah.
And basically she said something about not agreeing with my music, but she thought I did great in the movie. And of course I was up there with the whole cast of Crash.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't necessarily feel like that needed to be said. You know, you didn't agree with my music. And even if you don't agree with certain songs I made, say you don't agree with certain songs, don't say you just don't agree with all of my music.
Right.
She was able to say what she said, and then I had my rebuttal. And when I saw the final show, her comments were in there.
Right, was in there, but yours wasn't in there.
And mine weren't in there, so it just looked like I kind of took it.
Wow.
Like, was just quiet and didn't
You're
say
this
that.
man.
When 50 was trying to shift his image from a street rapper to a mainstream star, he thought sitting down with Oprah would be a powerful move. He wanted to show the world there was more to him than the gangster label. So he did an emotional interview where he opened up about his rough childhood and even that infamous shooting that nearly took his life. He brought his grandma along and even took Oprah to see the neighborhood where it all started. On camera, everything looked smooth, wholesome even. It helped him reshape his image and showed a softer side that fans rarely saw. But behind the scenes, things weren't so friendly. Other sources say when 50's team first pitched the interview, Oprah allegedly shut it down, saying she didn't want to feature rappers like him on her platform.
Increasingly paranoid. Would you say you were paranoid?
Sure. First of all, what is a black man without his paranoia attack? You might win $100 in a poker game and be on the subway. You gonna look over your shoulder. They just said in everything I had $50 million. That's like making me a marked man.
So did you go to a psychiatric hospital?
In South Africa?
Yeah.
Who?
According to 50 Cent, Oprah never truly respected hip-hop, and he didn't hold back when calling her out. He straight up accused her of looking down on the culture that made him who he is. In one interview, 50 even said Oprah acted like an Oreo, black on the outside but white on the inside. He explained, "I think she caters to older white women. She was completely against everything that was in my music. So she ain't never gonna have me on that show. I'm never gonna reach that platform. And honestly, that's proof you've made it big." Instead of chasing her approval, 50 flipped the script. He said, "If we can't be friends, then at least let's be enemies." And trust, he meant every word. Then came the ultimate petty move.
I'm insane. They were trying to get me to take psychotic medication.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not taking this medicine, man, because I know these people be trying to control you or maybe discredit you. I was afraid, like, you know.
But you were stressed out. That's why.
No question. But it's very stressful for someone to constantly walk behind you and say, you're insane.
50 named his dog Oprah and his cat Gail after her best friend Gail King. Around that same time, Oprah wasn't just clashing with 50. Ludacris had smoke for her too. When he appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show to promote his new film Crash, he thought he'd be talking about his acting career and the message behind the movie. But instead, Oprah came at him sideways. She barely mentioned the film and started grilling him with questions like, "Why do you use the N-word in your music?" Completely catching him off guard. You really can't make this up. To make it worse, when the episode aired, Ludacris noticed Oprah's team had edited out parts of his answers, cutting key explanations and making him look like some uneducated rapper instead of the thoughtful artist he is. Even though Ludacris stayed calm during the taping to keep things professional, he didn't hold back later. In his next interview, he dragged Oprah for how she handled him, calling out how she disrespected hip-hop artists on her platform while pretending to uplift black voices. And then there was Dave Chappelle, who famously sat down with Oprah after walking away from that $50 million Comedy Central deal and flying off to Africa for his peace of mind. The whole world wanted answers, and Dave finally explained it. He said there were some dark, shady things tied to that deal that didn't sit right with him, so he walked away rather than sell his soul for money. But during the interview, fans noticed something off. Oprah kept interrupting him, constantly pressing him to admit he had a mental illness instead of listening to what he was really saying. People felt like she was trying to twist his truth, making him look unstable rather than exposing what was really happening in the industry.
What is that black dick connected to? That black man? So no, I was not blackballed. I was whiteballed. By some black who had no balls. Thank you, Mr. Lee Daniels. Thank you, Mr. Tyler Perry. Thank you, Miss Oprah Winfrey. No, baby, I wasn't blackballed. I was by some who had no balls. And see, I know they like to say, Monique, you talk to me too much. It would me not to say the real thing. It would me not to say the real thing. You are not paying me equally. You are not treating me fairly. So y'all can suck my if I had one.
Now circling back to Taraji, it's clear she never stood a real chance against Oprah's power. Even Monique warned us years ago. She said Oprah and Tyler Perry had her blackballed for speaking up. And now it's starting to look like Taraji might be facing the exact same thing. When Monique started spilling the truth about Hollywood's hidden games, almost everyone brushed her off, except 50 Cent. He was the only big name in the industry who stood up for her publicly and didn't care who had a problem with it. He posted a picture of Monique on Instagram and wrote, All in favor of Monique being back on top say, make it happen, 50. Stop playing with her. I went to her stand-up during Super Bowl weekend. It was fire. She had me in a trance. You gotta see her. Fans went crazy after that post, but 50 wasn't done yet. He doubled down with another one, demanding that Oprah and Tyler Perry publicly apologize to Monique. His caption was bold. I'm sure Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry wouldn't want their influence to keep damaging Monique's career. This has gone on way too long. Now's the perfect time to apologize because I'm about to put her back on. Green light gang, I don't miss. And true to his word, 50 didn't miss. He gave Monique a powerful comeback role in season 2 of his hit series BMF, and she killed it. That move proved he wasn't just talking. He was actually using his platform to uplift the people Oprah had allegedly tried to silence. Now fast forward to Taraji, and it's giving deja vu. Nobody knows for sure what Oprah's real motive was, but the whispers in Hollywood say she allegedly tried to drag Taraji into something dark, something the actress wanted no part of. Allegedly, this whole situation ties back to whispers about some kind of secret inner circle, a rumored lesbian cult that people online claim Oprah and Gail King are connected to. Nothing has been proven, of course, so take this tea with a grain of salt, but that hasn't stopped the internet from going wild with theories. People have been flooding the comments with their takes, and the reactions are intense. One person wrote, just imagine looking up to someone for years, finally stepping into their circle, only to realize they're a total fraud who doesn't lift the community like we thought. Taraji's heart must be shattered. Hang in there, sis. Another viewer didn't hold back either, saying, 50 Cent ain't damaging Oprah. Oprah's damaging herself. The crowd is split. Some say Taraji just exposed the truth, while others think the industry's protecting its own and shutting her out for speaking up. So now I gotta ask, what do you think really went down? Do you believe Oprah actually tried to pull Taraji into something deeper than just movie deals? And could that be the reason she was allegedly blackballed in Hollywood? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button, share this video, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next wild twist in this story. See you on the next one.